What's going on, gamers? It's your boy Diggs Gaming. I am joined by
KB Hunting.
And no show today, but we are going to go through some gaming news that's been going on. The show has been postponed until next week. We've been a little burned out because we've done a whole lot of shows these past few weeks.
Yes. And real life kind of kicked our butts.
Yeah, that too. But we have 3 gaming news that we want to share with you guys. First thing first, Cyberpunk 2077 is back on the PlayStation Store. CJ Project Red has worked on the game long enough for PlayStation to say, all right, we're going to put it back on the PlayStation Store, but there is a warning. You cannot play it on a base PS4. You either have to play it on a PS5 or a PS4 Pro.
I mean, kind of sucks for people that want to play it and only have a PlayStation 4, but yeah, this is like a massive game, so I can see why you might need the boosted performance.
Yeah, well, first of all, CD Projekt Red really dropped the ball with this project. They really did.
Yeah.
And the fact that PlayStation took it off the store to begin with, I think set a statement that, hey, just because you're a big company does not mean we're going to keep your game on there. If that game is unplayable, we are not going to keep it on there until you make it playable.
Yeah, like you're ruining our brand now.
I still applaud for PlayStation for doing that. I really do, because a lot of people put their trust in the PlayStation Store, and for them to do that, to say, hey, fix the game, we'll put it back on, but you got to fix it first.
Right.
So Cyberpunk 2077 back on the store, but you have to have a PS4 Pro or PlayStation 5 or else you're not going to be able to play it. Meanwhile, in Sony news, Ghost is apparently getting a standalone expansion called Ghost of Ikishima. And PlayStation has done this before. They've done it with the Ratchet and Clank series. They've done it with this Uncharted series, where they are developing a shorter game while they're developing another mainline series. And they do that just to hold people over until they can get the new game out. And it's not just Sony. Other companies have done that too. It's just a way to get games out. That way people don't get restless. And if this is the case, then I would be very happy about that. This is not confirmed. It's only a rumor. But, I mean, this will be really cool to play if this, in fact, is true.
Yeah, like I really want to play Ghost of Tsushima first. But if they do make this expansion or like even like make it a separate game, because I kind of want it to be part of the original, like more of a DLC, just so I don't have to go out and like buy a second game. But that's just me.
Yeah, and if JoJo was here, he would probably be jumping up and down about this too.
Oh,
and for
100%.
those of you that don't know, Ikishima is an island that's just south of Tsushima. It's a smaller island, so it makes all the sense of the world if this is the case, because you're not going to get as big of a game as you would with Ghost of Tsushima. So it does sound like this is true, but again, it's still just a rumor, so take this with a grain of salt.
Right.
And speaking of rumors, let's talk about Abandon, this mystery blue box game that's a PS5 exclusive, and people are just going down the rabbit hole with this one, thinking it is more than they're letting on, and it really does seem that way because of everything that's been going on.
Yes.
People that are thinking it's a Hideo Kojima project with Silent Hill, it's just going crazy with the theories that are going on, and there's a lot of evidence to back it up.
Yeah, like especially because Kojima has been known to do this before, so it's either he is directly involved or this is someone that like idolizes him because he is like this massive creator. Everybody knows him, even if you've never played a Silent Hill game, if you've never played like
Metal Gear Solid,
Metal Gear, or any of his games. He is known like throughout the gaming community anyway. So that's what I'm thinking. It either is him messing with us again because he's done this twice before. Like he's a known prankster basically. So it's either him or it's somebody who wants to like get him to notice them.
Or it's the biggest troll job in all of gaming history. And if that's the case, you're going to get a lot of gamers upset. But
I don't think they would like do that.
I don't think so either, but you got to leave that kind of possibility, especially with this especially with this app, this trailer app that they're
Yeah.
supposed to drop. I mean, that's the weird part about it. This is supposed to be an independent game that's supposed to be PS5 exclusive. Now that's weird to start off with. If you're an independent game, why would you just go to the PS5 alone?
Yeah, most indie games try and get on every single like platform that they can.
Or if they were PlayStation exclusive, they were getting on every single console that's still up and running and PC as well.
Correct.
The second part about this is Jeff Keighley's involvement, because he's been known to have big surprises. Remember, he's the one that showed off Elden Ring. He's the one that showed off the new Crash Team Racing game and the new Crash 4 game. He's been known to have big surprises. And if he's involved in this, and especially since he's one of Kojima's best friends, that's another thing that's been going on.
Right.
And there are other things involved, like the what was it? The logo is just an inverted of the PlayStation Studio logo.
Yeah. And because it's the same font as well, which is kind of like, if that is, I don't know if it's like a font that's been trademarked specifically for Sony and for the PlayStation. Because if it is, then if you use that same font, you could get in trouble.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
Well, that does sound like something a company would do, trademark a specific font. That way nobody else could use it. And if that's the case, something weird's going on.
Yeah.
Something weird has got to be going on. Then you also have the supposed what was it? The head of the studio having the same initials as Hideo Kojima.
Yeah.
The fact that Blue Box Studios hasn't really developed a whole lot of games. The fact that, again, the head of the studio has what was it?
When you translate it.
Yeah.
Hideo to, I forget what the other one. It's the same.
Yes. Yeah, it's the same thing when you put it in Google Translate. I mean, so many things. When you go down the rabbit hole, you go down the rabbit hole. And this is just one where, if this is not bigger than it seems, I mean, a lot of people are going to be disappointed, but I think it is. I think there's something going on with this game. I'm not saying Kojima's involved. I'm not saying it's Silent Hill. I'm saying something big's going on with this game. PlayStation and Blue Box are doing something that is going to be big, but we won't know until we finally get something. Now, we were supposed to get that trailer app this month, but it got delayed 3 times. First to the 22nd, then to the 25th. Now it's delayed till August. When we finally get something about this game, we will update you guys on this, because this is just too crazy not to get more updates on.
So one thing that I just thought of that could be kind of like strange, the name Blue Box is like the same as, like a black box from like plane crashes and things. And when you find it, like it tells you what went wrong and like what happened. Could that be something like similar? Like, because it's a survival. Abandon is supposed to be for like survival and everything.
And if it is Silent Hill, then that makes all the sense in the world, because Silent Hill has always been a survival horror game. So that could be something new to add to this. Also, there's,
I don't know, just spitballing.
Yeah, it's just crazy, because the more you think about it, the more you think something's going on. And we're not going to know until we know. Again, we will give you guys updates on this, but before we talk about this for an hour, we're gonna go right now. We're gonna have a show next week. KB's hosting that.
Yep, Creatures and Features.
This has been Diggs Gaming.
KB Hunting.
See you guys next time.